Hello, everybody. So, I want to say that we have been away for a little while from doing videos, and we have been busy doing a lot of craft shows and things, and it's kind of downtime right now. So, we are trying to schedule and get some content back up. So, hopefully, we get some more videos. But this weekend, we took our goats to the sale barn. And I thought that, well, because this was the first time we had ever taken any goats to the sale barn, and we didn't know anything about it, that I would do a video and kind of give some information. It might help someone else out there who's looking to take animals to the sale barn. To start with, I didn't know of any. I had talked to people that had done sale barns before and which ones they recommended in our area. So I would always suggest, if you don't know, look into that. Second, what I did was I actually called the sale barn location and I asked them what day the sale was, what kind of things I needed to do beforehand. Was there any paperwork or anything like that? And for the location that I took the animals to, there was no prior paperwork needed. They just told us to be there at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, and that was it. And they would take care of the rest whenever we showed up. So I was like, very simple. I can do this. We loaded the goats up, and we got there at like 10 minutes to 8, and nobody was actually there. We sat and waited for over 30 minutes before somebody even showed up that morning. And whenever we got there, it was just a matter of you give them your name, your address in case you're not there to get your check, and then you just drop off the animals. You let them know what you're dropping off, and they write out a ticket for you. So that part's very easy. Then the next thing was just waiting and coming back. The auction didn't start till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So the sale barn for us was about 35 minutes away. So we ended up just going back home, eating lunch, and doing things that we needed to do here on the farm before we went back. I have some video footage of the actual sale of our animals. I did not record anybody else's animals being sold. Not knowing what to expect whenever we went in on this, we were thinking a lot of different things, and I'll kind of explain some of that later. But people are very vague when you ask. They don't want to share how much money they made, and I understand that. People like their privacy and stuff, but in this instance, I wish people would have been a little bit more informative, because we had high expectations and we should have went in with a lot lower expectations. It would have made it a lot better for us. So, but I'm going to play the clip for you, and we're going to, we took 4 little bucklings that were 10 months old. They were fully intact. Now, we were told that being fully intact was better for the sale. After going through the process, I don't know that that made that much of a difference, because it didn't seem to matter in that regards. Ours were sold for meat, so nobody was looking for breeding rights or anything like that out of them. So I don't know if that really made a difference based off the prices that everything else had sold for. But I'll show you the 4 little bucklings. We had them in the back of the truck waiting, and so I got a couple of stills of that. And then I will show you the video of the actual auction, and then I will tell you a little bit more about kind of what took place with the whole thing. So here we go.
Hey, we're back to one $2 a pound here, 2 pounds. Hey, you remember the gone pound. You the band, but you remember the band here, you remember the band here, you pound, you pound here. $3 a pound, USA straight. USA straight. On the white lamb, 225, 235, it's 25, 35, 45, 50 with the band, 50, 45 there, 235, 45,
All right, guys. So you just seen the video with the auction. So it went very fast. I mean, we're talking seconds is all. If we sat there, they started with pigs, and then they went to bottle fed calves, and then they went into some lambs that they had, and then they went into the goats. Um, they had a lot of animals at this auction. This is the second weekend in January that we did this. So I wasn't expecting so many animals. I was thinking that it would have been a lot less in that regards. But um, in that regards, I was a little shocked. That was one of those things that I wasn't expecting. I didn't figure there would be that many people selling and buying animals at this time of year. And then the other thing is whenever you're seeing, like when they sold the pigs, they sold some of them for 60 cents a pound. I thought that was kind of cheap for all the work and effort that it goes into um, raising and feeding animals. You're expecting quite a bit. But I have a still picture for you to view, and it kind of goes through everything on the sheet that they gave us. But in the end, we ended up making $332. That was after we had to pay auction fees and everything that went on there. So, um, for some reason, the biggest thing that we thought is that we would get somewhere around $200 a goat, which would have netted us $800. And that was the biggest misconception of that. For us, the next time around, I don't know that we would do the sale barn. I think that we will try to market and sell our goats a little bit better to individuals that would like them. I think that we can make more money doing that. But if you don't want to deal with the marketing of your animals, you don't want to deal with any of it, and you're just looking for an easy way to get rid of them, sale barn is the way to go. There's not a lot of work for you other than what you raise and put into them. You take them and they do everything for you there. Um, we didn't have to tag our animals any special way. There was nothing like that we had to do. I didn't have to worry about any paperwork or nothing. Like you do with a registered goat. When you sell a registered goat, you have to give them the paperwork so that they can fill it out with the American Dairy Association. So, but when you're selling a goat like this, there's no paperwork to fill out. You're just dropping them off. You're just watching and waiting and hoping that you get a really good price. Now, you might chime in the comments below, and I may have got a really great price for my goats and don't realize it because, again, we've never done this before. But we ended up getting $2 a pound out of our goats. And I felt like, not knowing, maybe we should have gotten a higher amount. Maybe we shouldn't have. But out of all the goats that we watched auctioned off, we were kind of midway on the price. Some went up to $2.35 a pound, and that was it. So $2, I guess we got exactly what we should have got. I don't know. All too new to us, people. I just don't know. So, but I thought I'd kind of put this information out there so that way if anybody needed to know what was going on with auctioning animals at a sale barn, they could kind of have some insight before they went. So, like I said, setting up and taking them there was very easy. You just take them, drop them off, give them your name and address, and they put them in a pen until the auction starts. The end of the auction, it was very easy. You go up to the counter that says seller, and you give them your name, and they print you off a check. And so, but I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know that it was worth it. Um, there was a lot with that I guess I had higher expectations for, and they said that our four goats weighed 185 pounds altogether, and we have a band that we wrap around our goat's stomach that measures a tape, and that's how we kind of do their measurement for if they're ready for breeding and stuff. And we have the little dolines, and our tape measure says that our goats weighed a lot more. So I don't know if there was issues with their scale or not, but we get that they all weighed around 70 pounds. They said that our average weight was 45 pounds. So again, I don't know. Maybe someone else has some more insight on this that they can comment and fill us in. Did we do good? Did we not? But I mean, $332. By the time I counted my feed cost into that, I had $150 in feed that I bought over the last 10 months to feed these four goats. And so half of what we made at the sale barn went back towards feed. The other half didn't really cover the time and the effort for raising them up for 10 months. So that's one of those things. You have to do your own research and decide for yourself, try it for yourself. Maybe you have a better result. Maybe I was at the wrong auction. Maybe the information that had been given to me from people in the area was wrong information. I don't know. So, but I will show you an image of the check stub that showed where I had four kids that sold and how much they said they weighed, their average weight, and the $2 a pound. So you can kind of see what that looks like. And then on that slip also, it shows you what the cost and everything was, and then your final charges. So, but we will see. All right, everybody. So you just seen the photo of the stub from where we took the check and took the goats to the sale barn. So you can see on there what I was telling you was true. We got $332 for four 10-month-old bucklings that we raised up and took to the sale barn. Like I said, do your research. Maybe you can find a better sale barn. Maybe that's a great price that I got. I don't know. But this way you kind of have some information and you can, kind of know a little bit of what to expect whenever you go into the sale barn. When we were there, the biggest thing I was thankful for is that there was a lady who brought in two females that had just kidded, and they each had two kids with them, and so it was six goats that was all together, and they sold them as a bundle, and that lady got $60 for six goats. I was very thankful that mine did not sell for $60. I would have been very upset for that price. That lady put a lot of time and effort into feeding and taking care of those goats to only get $60. And that's one of those things that when you're going and you're sitting, next time, if I was to do this again, I might go to a different auction and maybe just go to the auction and sit there and view it before I took my animals there and kind of seeing how they ran through the process. That would be a suggestion that I would give you, is actually physically go to the auction first before you took any animals there and see if you like how they did the whole operation. Along with talking to people, people who attend auctions regularly know if these are good or bad or not. We thought that we had received good information in that regards, but we should have gone to the auction first. So, but lesson learned. We don't know that we will do an auction again with them unless we just have too many boys one year that we cannot get rid of. So I hope you all enjoyed the content that I gave you and hope it was informative for you and you can use it to help you out. If you're liking what you see, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about anything, you can send a comment and we will get back to you. Thank you all again.